Hey guys, welcome to Connect Groups, and we're just going to jump right in today and we're going to get started. So this past weekend we talked about the parable of the sower out of Luke chapter 8. And what we talked about is we talked about how the four different soils are really the indicators or the ways that Jesus shows us how we can respond to his message or to the gospel. And I spent a significant amount of time talking about the first three soils. And so we're not going to spend much time on that today, but I want to talk about the fourth soil. And what I want to talk about more specifically is the idea of producing fruit in our lives. Now, Jesus is going to tell us, or the Bible is going to tell us that fruit is this what's naturally produced out of a vibrant and healthy relationship with God. And how we know we have that vibrant and healthy relationship is really described out of the heart of the fourth soil. It's the heart that desires what God desires. It takes an honest introspection of where they are, where we are in our lives, and where the people responding are in their lives. It's a heart that says, Jesus, you're my priority. And so when we have a heart like this, what we have is really a vibrant relationship with Jesus Christ that allows him to work and change and move in our hearts and our lives. And out of this relationship, fruit is produced. Now, the whole idea of fruit, it may be revolutionary to you, or maybe you've heard it before, or maybe you just never thought about it this way. But the idea of fruit is this, is that we are not just saved from something. Most of us would get that we know that we're saved from our sin, and we're saved from death, and we're saved from hell, and we're saved from these negative things. But we're also saved to something. We're saved to positive things. God is going to fill our hearts and our lives with this fruit. God is going to fill us with goodness, and he's going to fill us with these things. And this is something that is also going to be produced out of our lives. So what is this fruit? Well, Galatians says that the fruit of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, goodness, faithfulness, and self-control. And so we have these things that honestly we experience. When we are in a vital and healthy relationship with Jesus, we get to experience God's love. We get to experience God's peace. We get to experience God's joy and God's patience. We get to experience these things for ourselves. But God never designed us for us just to enjoy them for ourselves. No, God designed us to be filled with those things and for us to overflow with them so that the people around us get to experience the love of God. The people around us get to experience the joy of God and the peace of God and the patience of God. Really, Jimmy Evans does a great job, and this is the best way I've heard this described. The fruit of the Spirit are God's personality. It's who Jesus was. And so when we have these things filled up in our lives and they overflow, the people around us get to experience who Jesus is. So the purpose of your relationship with Jesus Christ, the maturity, the outpouring of your relationship with Jesus Christ is to produce fruit. And in producing fruit, show other people who Jesus is. Now, you guys are going to tackle in your questions both the message and this idea of producing fruit. And I hope that you guys have great discussion and a great week. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you this week.